Prepare to lose everything. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's how he really sounds, but that's Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey warning crypto investors that they're going to lose everything and you need to prepare to lose everything. Well, pretty sure that's kind of a dumb statement because not everybody is embedding everything in cryptos. Some people are, but to tell people that they're going to lose everything is pretty ridiculous. But we usually see that out of people that work for these institutions and the banks, including the people from the Fed and the Bank of England. Most of them are pretty much clueless and only are in a position of power because of connections. But yeah, pretty dumb statement out of this guy right here. Now, of course, there are people that are invested in cryptocurrencies. And could cryptocurrencies crash and get outlawed and everybody loses their money? Well, not everybody, but yeah, some people might lose some of their money. Some people might lose all of their money. Or you could make 12,000% on this right here, Dogecoin up 12,000%. So here's what you do to not lose money at all. When a instrument goes up, when a asset goes up, including digital assets, whether that be stocks or online coins, including Dogecoin, Bitcoin, what have you, when it goes up, sell some. That way you've already made your money and you still are holding some. So if it goes up more, you're going to make more money. And it goes up, you sell a little bit more. If it crashes, buy some after the crash. Don't put all your money in it, but put some money in it. So it's pretty simple, and it's really a no-lose situation when something like crypto, the price moves that we've been seeing. But these people are pretty scared. They're scared that people are getting out of their currency and getting to what some people would consider other currencies. Now, there's an argument to be made that cryptos aren't currency. There's also arguments to be made that a dollar isn't a currency because they can create unlimited amounts of dollar out of thin air. So there are people out there that trust the people behind the cryptocurrencies more than they trust people behind the other baseless currency, which is the dollar, which is mostly digital also, because paper and coins make up less than 10% of the total money in circulation. And I have to laugh because I got into Dogecoin at about 6 cents, and it was actually somebody that a viewer here in this channel that asked me if I was in it. They asked me over on Twitter, and I was like, no, but I'm going to buy some. And I saw it really start going up, and I bought some more. And it really took a big surge up to 60 cents, and I haven't checked it today, but really jumped up, and I sold some off on the way up. So now even if it crashes to zero, it doesn't matter because I've already sold some off and made profits from it. But now I'm going to hold, and maybe, who knows, it'll go up to $1, maybe $5, maybe $10. Nobody knows. Could they outlaw it and make it completely illegal? Yeah, absolutely. But you can also just sit in dollars and watch your value basically crash every day because the dollar is buying less and less and less because they're creating trillions of dollars to try to throw at this economy, which is not going to help, but they're creating just parabolic amounts of money right now with all this liquidity being injected into the system. So again, yeah, people trust cryptos more now than they do the dollar in many cases. So with this rise here in Dogecoin up 12,000%, if you would have just put $1,000 in back in January, it says right here, and this is the math, you would have 121,000 right now. Now this has been basically pumped up and a lot of lip service was put out there. Elon Musk and other very well-known people. Even people like Mark Cuban are out there. They've been talking about Dogecoin and cryptos. So even very bright, successful people, business-wise, are saying that pretty much the dollar's dead is what they're saying in so many words. And yes, I know you still have to have dollars to buy and sell stuff. There are some places that are starting to accept alternate currencies. But again, if you're just sitting in the dollar, you're going to get devalued very, very quickly. And looks like it's going to get worse by the way things are going, by the level of money printing and spending and all these new packages that are coming out. And it seems like every week they're talking about new packages, trillions of dollars here, trillions of dollars there, more stimulus checks, the new infrastructure package, more spending there. All right, so back to this guy right here, the Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey. Let's hear more about what he is saying. I'm going to say this very bluntly. Buy them only if you're prepared to lose all your money. They have no intrinsic value. That doesn't mean to say people don't put value on them because they can have intrinsic value, but they have no intrinsic value. Well, that's because the US military has literally fought wars to defend the dollar and make sure that countries are using the dollar. And for those that don't know, the US military has been used for decades to police the world and try to keep these other countries in line and on the US dollar. Right. Also, I wonder why he never talks this way about stocks. Stocks are just digital assets basically on a screen. Most people buy and sell stocks on a computer system. Online, it's just digital ones and zeros. You can't hold it in your hand. And you only make money if someone else comes along and buys it at a higher price than what you bought it for. So it's pretty similar to cryptos. You're typing up information on a screen. Right? And most of you probably know these people get paid a lot of money to read off of a script. You probably have seen Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman. You've probably seen Treasury Janet Yellen out there looking down at the paper and looking up and just reading off of a script. But they're pretty good at making the ultra wealthy even wealthier and making themselves wealthy at the same time. On to some other news here. CNBC, Montana, South Carolina to kick people off of jobless benefits even as unemployment rises. Well, on one hand, it seems scary when states just kick people off of unemployment benefits. But on the other hand, if you're going to have monthly stimulus checks coming out very soon, maybe, those checks are going to come in and save the day. But are they really going to save the day? Well, they might save the day, but they're not going to save the month or the year, because down the road, everything's going to get so expensive, especially when you have so many people not working and having money to spend still and not producing anything. Right? But it could get a little scary if we see a gap between when monthly checks start coming out versus when these people get kicked off of unemployment. Combined, more than 150,000 people are poised to lose benefits entirely, according to recent analysis. Okay, so we have these benefits that are basically being threatened to be pulled away. And unless some other rescue package come in and saves them, it's going to be a lot of people in big trouble here. Also, you have the pending eviction saga where it's on, it's off, it's on, the moratorium. It's up for appeal right now. We'll see how that goes. That could be 10, 15, maybe 20 million people, who knows, that won't be able to have any place. They won't have any place to live, basically. And when you talk about households, if you look at if it's 10 million, 15 million, you probably heard that number of households that can't pay their rent. A lot of people have 2, 3, 4, 5 people in their family. So when you hear a household number of 10 million, keep in mind, with all the people in each household, you could be looking at 20, 30, 40 million more people. Nobody really knows. But we know we're entering a very, very dangerous time. We're going to wrap this one up for today. Keep preparing, everybody. And I'm not giving anyone investment advice, but there's ways out there you can make money in this market. And certainly not just stocks. There's plenty of other ways to make money. And I still think that precious metals are going to have their to the moon event, so to speak. And ultimately, we're going to have to go back to sound money. We know they're trying to implement the digital dollar, and they're trying to come down from the top and keeping everyone under their method of control and their currency. But the metals are the only solution, and even if it's not implemented as monetary use, there's always the hyperinflation factor, and you should get yourself some investments in metal just in case, and keep around some of that trash cash in case there is some sort of deflationary event. That's it for now, everybody. Stay well, stay safe, stay prepared. Until next time, stay well. Peace.